Hey gossipers, it's Ashley Luren, and are you looking for a community? What does it look like to even have a community? Well, you landed in the right place. Welcome to Gossip. Hey gossipers, welcome to Gossip. I am Ashley Luren,
And I am LaQuelle.
and we are going to talk today about community and who has a seat at your table. And should they be at your table? And even if they are at your table, do they have a seat in there? And are they bringing something out of you, or are you bringing something out of them?
Okay,
let's get into it. Get into it.
For me, I'm like, community is a two-way street, right? It's just like a relationship, a give and take. Someone that, like you said, I had you on my mind, right? I want you to be thinking about me today, tomorrow, and as long as I'm in your life, because I'll be doing the same thing, right?
Yeah. So absolutely, because I mean, when we think about the Bible, right, we think about the disciples and the ones that walked with Christ, right, and then we know about the infamous Judas Iscariot, the one who betrayed Christ, right? So then it's also like,
and he sat at the table, too.
And he sat at the table. That's the thing. Like, who's at the table now that potentially may be a Judas, that your spirit is letting you know,
yes,
this may be a Judas that I need to have an eye out for. And are you praying on that? Are you fasting on that? And are you having a discerning spirit to know, okay, I can love you because Jesus loved.
Yes, yeah.
He loved Judas.
Yeah.
I mean, he loved us all. He loves us all. And so it's like, who is potentially at this table that may have a season where your time might be up.
Something very important, like when you talk about discernment, when you talk about just who's around and who is you're surrounding yourself with, right? I think that's important. That's how I lead. I lead in, like, what does my spirit say? Am I at peace? Does this person fulfill what I need? Like, I had a friend recently, I said, I have beef with you because you are not feeling and you're not fulfilling my love language, if you want to call it, or whatever, like, my spirit needs at the time. And not to say, like, let's separate, right? But it's to give opportunity for people to show up in your life.
Yeah.
And I think that is so important for people to show you who they are, right?
Yeah.
So that discernment is, like, very, very important, very big. And how people, move, how people are walking with you is something that is important. That we saw with Jesus, right? How were they walking? We saw their fears. We saw their doubts and things like that. And like you said, because operating out of love, right? If you know that you're true to yourself, if you know that you're showing up as you should, it reveals, right? It reveals who's there, what's your purpose,
and what you got going on. And, and also when it comes to that point of, like, I have to let you go, like, there's a grief there. You don't want to, like, we're not malicious people.
Right.
We're truly wanting to do this walk with Christ the right way. And sometimes to have to separate yourself from someone, there's grief there. Like, I don't want to do that, but I know where God is taking me and where he's propelling each of us for the purpose in our lives. You just may not be able to go.
Yeah.
And if you can't make it there, that's okay, because you did do something in my spirit.
Yeah.
Judas was ultimately used to show the ultimate price, the ultimate love of Jesus dying on the cross. So you had a purpose. Yeah. You had a season.
Yeah. I was going to say, go back to the season.
But you know, your time may be up, and that's okay. I'll still pray for you.
Yeah.
I'll pray for you over here.
Okay.
Be over there. Okay. And that's okay too. That's okay too. But yeah, community. Yeah. There's positive, there's negative.
It's positive and negative. And what would you say, like, community is to you?
Community to me. I would say community is a safe space. A space where Ashley can thrive and be Ashley. Somebody, they're gonna tell me about myself. They're gonna give me my flowers, but they also gonna let me know, all right, now you was wrong here. And there's no separation there. I'm not mad at you. I trust it because it's coming from people that I know is moving in love. Yeah, it's ultimately love. I have a good community. I come from a big family. Man. Like I said, I'm the second oldest of 5 girls. I got a bunch of uncles, a bunch of aunties, bunch of cousins, nieces and nephews, so a mother and father. So, like, yeah, the community is grand. And then we moved to LA. Okay. So we got community in LA. We found each other.
Yes, because I was saying, like, I come from a huge family. Like, to this day, y'all, we got a a text group of 14 and a text group of 16 people in it. Okay,
Jesus.
so like that is like community, and people like even this. I didn't want to do this alone, you know, Godsip. So I was like, I need to, you know, build and have a foundation with this in community. So that's why I got my good girl Ashley. Yeah, okay. But yeah, same. I come from like a big family. Community I stand on. I really believe I wasn't created to do anything by myself.
You have said that.
Okay, I'm the one that's always like, do you want to do it again? Do you want to go? Da-da-da. So that's my vibe. But also too, like I look for that two-way street because I feel like I always show up for people. And so when there's a lack in that from someone, it makes me kind of like look bad. So I'm always, that's my prayer has always been my discernment. Like, Lord, touch me in my belly because you know I'll be disappointed, and you know that grief. I'm gonna be grieving y'all.
See, now that's a different conversation. Now that's off topic of expectancy. Because I do be moving like that too. Like I expect you to do this because I move like that. So why wouldn't, girl? But that's a different topic.
Okay,
catch us with another one on that.
Yeah, but I feel that you know you don't have the capacity to show up for yourself. They know how to pour into you.
Yes.
I've had friends, y'all, like when I was sitting on the couch for hours crying, and I'm like, I've been crying, y'all. I don't know why I'm crying. And next thing you know, there's a knock on the door, and they done showed up at the house. So it's like those things, like something like staple like that is like so important. It's so needed, especially in today's time.
And to that, there are moments where I, Ashley, have to self-reflect and be like, am I being a good community? Like, I can't want and not extend. Like,
exactly.
Am I doing what I need to do? I can't, you know what I'm saying? So it's a, like you've been saying, it's a two-way, girl. Two-way.
It's a talking. Look, is that a new dance?
Because am I giving out what I want to receive?
Yes, it's so important.
Community.
So, I love it.
And one thing I was going to say about community, we spoke earlier in the scripture that came to mind is Mark 2. And Mark 2 speaks about friends that they knew Jesus was, he was in the city doing the miracles, all the things. And they heard like, well, our friend needs to be healed. He was paralyzed. And so they take him to where Jesus, but they couldn't get to Jesus, so many people. So they put a hole in the roof and they lowered the man down. And because the message is because of the friend's faith, the men were healed. And it's important to have a good community. It's important to have people who have a like-minded heart for God and a heart posture, because where you're weak, I'm strong, and where I'm weak, you're strong. And we need that. I need your faith for me, because sometimes I don't got it.
Okay, honey, let me tell you.
I just can't. I don't.
Okay, because let me tell you, I've been in a season where I've been searching for, just because as I grow in God, right, and as I grow in my faith, like a Christian community or like a faithful community for that, because I know that, okay, you're standing on God's word. If you're telling me stand on God's word, your actions are going to follow, right? And so it's like God will shift, and because of the strength of other people and knowing that that's the foundation that I desire, it is important for me to maintain my prayer.
Yes.
To be in the atmosphere that I desire to find those type of people, and like God, allow God to do the rest, right? Because it's like, honey, when you by yourself, okay, your mind gets it going, your spirit get depreciating, and you need those people who are able to stand on the thing that you know can be a change maker, right? That you know can carry you. So that story is powerful, okay, because where he had no faith, his friends had enough faith
to get him healed.
Okay,
he was healed.
He was healed. Okay, and lower me through the roof.
Okay, if you don't have a roof for me, that's the word. If you don't have a roof for me, are we friends?
Because I need you to.
I need a roof.
Turn the roof out. Even currently, the church that I go to, when I first went, I was actually invited by someone else. And I was like, oh, I love it. Just the atmosphere felt right? Didn't know nobody from Paul, from Jacob, or from Julius. Okay, honey, but I said, this is where I belong. Okay, and I felt at peace about it. And I trusted God to be like, okay, Lord, if I'm committing to this, then I'm going to need you to show me how to navigate. Because when you go to places and you don't know anybody, honey, you can feel alone amongst a place where community is surrounded around you. What do you, like, what is your navigation when you are finding those like-minded people? How do you do that? Because there may be somebody out there who is an introvert. There may be somebody who out there who, you know, doesn't know how to, you know, bring that into life, but they have a desire for it. So, like, how do you navigate that?
Honestly, I was just talking to my sister about this last night. I think the best way to navigate when you're not extrovert, when you're an introvert, because I am an extrovert at times. So I don't want, it could be a little biased, so I'm not going to speak from there. I honestly believe it's church, not the manufactured walls of church, because we got church hurt, we got all the stories and the things, but I truly believe it's the like-minded people that you find in the community of church that helps you find people that, when you know you are believing the same source, it kind of cuts the middle ground of like, okay, we can have a baseline in the function of this friendship. We can know where this friendship is going and the bigger purpose of it. Because I mean, I'm not going to tell you my age, but I've done the clubs. God has redeemed. I've done the things, and I've been to college. You have friends from college. You meet people in the club. You meet people at certain places where it's like, I don't know if you're here forever. But when you meet like-minded people in the church, a healthy, functioning church, like our church, you find lifelong friends and lifelong people who love you from the heart of God. They are submitted to Christ, so they know how to extend that love to you. And I think when you're not as extroverted, church can be the best way, with small groups, all that stuff. Definitely. It makes, That's what do you think? To a lot of people. How do you feel?
For me, like, my navigation is so crazy because I am an extrovert.
Me too.
And I like, honey, my friends tell me all the time, I can go to the moon and somebody gonna know my name. Okay. And so for me, like, I think of it, my light is the thing that attracts people to come to me no matter where I am.
Good. That should have been my answer.
That's okay. Because
I'm a second. That's a good answer.
Like meeting people, their name. So I jumped in and I began to serve. You know, I would hit them up like, oh, excuse me, what I gotta go discipleship? What I gotta do? You know what I mean? And I was like, I need to serve because the people that are serving are already planted, right? So I started to serve, and then I felt like I got to see people in a different light, and then I went back to prayer, and I was just praying like, Lord, place me, give me an opportunity, show me where the things that I was saying, until, you know, he started to create it. More people get to know who you are, introduce themselves. And I think, like you said earlier, because of genuineness, it allowed people to hear my heart as well without me having to speak on it. Because that's fearful. Like, it's, you know, to be honest, it can be very fearful to have to step into a place, show yourself, even if you know your own heart. And so I'm just grateful, and I feel like God, like, even recently we went to a wedding and we went on a little road trip, and it allowed us to like get even closer, you know, and it was an answered prayer, because I said, it was, Lord, you answered. I said the same thing. I said, Lord,
do it, Lord. But that's true. Like, you the way you find out what community is and how you knew that is your community is like, first of all, it's the heart, and like we say what your gut says, but then, you know, the folks in church, they say discernment, and you know what that feeling is when you walk in anywhere. This might be my village, or it's like, this is not. I'm just not supposed to be here. Like, you know, those feelings. And I agree with you with the serving thing. And that definitely weighs. I was talking to my sister the other day, and I'm like, find what you enjoy. Find what you like. Know, and if you need time to know what you like. But find what you like, and you'll meet people there. And then that's like, oh, we like the same thing. You got a friend right there. I think it does come down to your heart posture, where you are submitted at, and what you're willing to obey and what you hear. Like, you were obedient to what you heard when you entered that church, and you wanted to serve. And even if it's not the church, let's say you take a pottery class, or let's say you in aerobics, water aerobics, and the people you meet there's going to be somebody you gravitate to. Next thing you know, y'all both looking for a church. Y'all both looking for a community. Y'all both looking for a place, and that's how divine God is. So it's just, I don't know. I feel like it's just following that yes. Yes you hear and feel
peace.
That peace.
If it's too complicated, you ain't supposed to be that.
Because he is not the author of confusion.
But don't be afraid to go after or to seek the things that you desire, like she said.
Yes.
Put yourself in places that you desire, because you never know, you might meet me there. Because like I told y'all before, I'm a social butterfly.
Because I do want to take pottery classes, so we just might meet.
Okay, and I will, make you not do life. Okay.
That's so good.
My aunt told me a long time ago when I was younger that, you're going to go through college, you're going to go through life, and you're going to leave with one. And she used to be like, if you leave with more than one friend, you're blessed, okay? And that really, like, stuck with me. It helped me, like, navigate my friendships and, like, know, like, who is really here to be that legacy friend. And it helped me understand time, like you said, seasons, right? And so I took that, and I always just thought that I am the light in the room. So because of my faith, it'll bring and attract those people who need to be around me. So I can go anywhere. I'm gonna meet somebody, I'm gonna leave with one, So it's always been like that mindset for me, which has helped me to, create friendships in different arenas, create friendships in church. If I'm out at work, in the street, it has always been my mindset. Because also the same idea of like bringing people to Christ. Like I'll invite somebody to church real quick.
No, that's actually really good. No, what you said is really good. Like, because you want to go out into the world and you want to be in different places. And as long as you are grounded, you know who your source is, you're going to show up the same in every room.
Yes, and like you said,
that's going to be an attraction.
The church being the community too is like, because I grew up in that, I know that that's my like go-to, my safe haven. And so anybody else that I bring into that world, they're going to receive what they need, right? And because of that, that is what develops community. And it's like my prayer has always been, Lord, surround me with. Lord, surround me, place me where, right? And so it's like, because that's my like mindset, then I just be. Okay, so if you see me on the street, I'm just gonna be. Okay, come say hi to me. Come say hi, because I'm gonna get a little light. Okay, this little light. Okay, and I'm gonna invite you to church at the end of it.
That's good, Cora. I think you shut it down with that one.
Thank you. And on that note, we'll see you next week. On Godsip. Yes, and we're gonna sip to that. Okay. Cheers, baby. Make sure you find your people, y'all, and make sure you check who's sitting at your table, who's around you. Are you getting poured into, and are they pouring back into you, and are you pouring back into them?
You truly need some type of community. You got us right here on Godsip.
Okay, come gossip with us, because we got a lot to talk about.
We got a lot to talk about. Thank God for Jesus.
Okay, peace. Yeah,
that's good.